Nobody cares how many black friends you have. Sorry to break it to you, but nobody cares. And I have, listen, this video is not really for you white folks who have said this in the past to show how unracist you are, because I get why you do it. You really look. People have gone through great lengths to make the accusation of being called a racist like one of the most powerful things that anyone can do to you. If someone calls you a racist, you might lose your job. You might be unemployable. Your income might be ruined and stuff like that. And so I get why you want to appear to be not racist, but here's the point. They don't care about your answer. They don't care. You could have 10 black friends and no white friends. And if somebody calls you a racist, that will never prove to them that you're not racist. You see, racist today has a different definition. You got to understand that. Social justice warriors don't care about how you treat black people. How you, if you have friends, if you have family members, they don't care. You could be married to a black person and in their opinion, you could still be racist. They don't care what your quotas look like. They don't care. They just want to use this as a sledgehammer to bludgeon you. Now, most white people have figured this out, because nowadays, if you get called a racist, most of the time it just rolls. Well, let me rewind this. For sane white people don't care anymore. They've seen everyone and their mother get called racist, and they know the word has no meaning anymore. They don't care if you call them a racist anymore, and good for you. Good for you. That's one of the best things that's come from this Trump presidency. They've seen your tactics. They think that social justice warriors think that calling someone a racist is the end-all, be-all of ethical condemnation. And you know what? Nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares. And this whole idea of like you can have a million black friends. You can not treat anyone differently based on their skin color. You can do everything nice to black people, but you could still be a racist because why? Because you don't support their socialist policies or whatever it is that they're promoting at the time. Nobody cares about being called racist anymore, and nobody should. You shouldn't be. Racism, who cares about racism? Let's stick here. The definition of racism is so malleable these days that it doesn't matter. Someone can call you a racist and you can be the nicest person ever, or you could be the most racist person ever. Nobody cares, nobody knows, because it's a definitionless word these days. So nobody cares about being called a racist, and I'm here to tell you shouldn't care. You shouldn't care, because racism is not in the Bible. Racism is not a sin. How do you like that? Racism is not a sin. You know what is a sin? Partiality is a sin. Partiality is a sin. The Bible says many, many times that there is no partiality with God, and so with us, because we're made in His image, because we're supposed to be holy as Christ is holy, there should be no partiality with us. Don't treat people differently based on their skin color, based on their ethnicity, based on their income level, their wealth level. That's all it is. Treat people fairly. That's it. That's it. Don't treat me better because I'm Puerto Rican. Don't treat me worse because I'm Puerto Rican. Just treat me without partiality. That's it. See, partiality, you don't hear a lot of social justice warriors talk about partiality, and there's a reason for that. Because partiality applies equally to them as it does to us. And it applies equally to blacks as it does to white. And the reality is social justice warriors don't want to treat people equal. They want to treat poor people and black people and Latino people and women and whatever it is, differently abled people, whatever it is. They want to treat them differently. They want us to implement policies that benefit them. And the Bible says that is not allowed, and it calls it partiality. It's a sin. It's a very, very serious sin. And so that's why they don't talk about partiality, because they don't want it to be fair. They want to treat people with partiality. And so my advice to you is to stop caring about racism and start caring about partiality. Talk only about partiality. And every time someone wants to say, well, racism this, racism that, you have to talk about partiality. Keep it focused on the scriptures. Don't use these invented words that mean all kinds of different nonsense things. Who cares? Who cares? Like, you say it's racist to have a disparity between your leadership. So, like, let's say you have 5 elders and they're all white, and you live in a location that's majority, that maybe it has like 50% whites and 25% blacks and 25% Latinos, and therefore your elder board is racist because it's all white. You know what you should say? Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Show me where it's partial, and then I'll care. Then I'll change my mind. Then we'll put the 2 or 3 witnesses and all that kind of stuff. But as far as your charge of racism is concerned, I don't care. And that's as simple as that. That's my advice to you. I hope you found this video helpful. Stop talking about racism. Start talking about partiality. God bless.